Okay, good evening. Hi, this is Coach Gary from Success in Minutes, working with Robert Hollis and Bill Ebert. This is our first Fireside chat. I'm very excited about that. I want you to really think about how many fireside chats that you can have to draw people into like a living room with a nice fireplace where it's really warm and people get to know each other and love each other and like each other. You're not only opening up an opportunity for people to learn about mentorship, but you're also creating a culture of likeness. And that's very important to have a culture of likeness and a culture where people really can trust each other. I love what Zig Ziglar, we're recording this, right? Anybody can do this. What he said that really got to me, he said, I listen to anybody I like, but I'll only do business with people I trust. So bringing in that trust factor is a really big thing. Our purpose today is to teach you what we're offering people. Now, we have a program that we start people off with that goes like this. If you come into Success in Minutes, we offer that program absolutely free, so you can go through, wade through it, find out that we're for real. You got these millionaires mentoring you, teaching you all the things that they did to create their wealth using the latest in social media marketing, which is very, very, very powerful. We're going to show you that you can have a blog site in seconds. You didn't have to learn WordPress. You didn't have to go buy MailChimp or Aweber and learn all that stuff, and you can customize it to you and where you want to go. We can also help you to build capture pages. We're going to do interview videos with multi-millionaires. That's not a hard sell because these guys are going to teach you the secrets, including myself. And I'm very good at Craigslist and very good at LinkedIn to how I can create a lot of traffic and create a following very, very quick and very easy. We're going to take it to a level of how to brand yourself on LinkedIn and Facebook so you're a person of attraction and not a person of promotion, which is really cool. So I actually work with you on your profile so you write a compelling, I'm a copywriter too, so I write sales messages, so we can do a very compelling profile. Now, what made Robert so incredible on social media is when I met him is he didn't tell me he was a multi-millionaire, he mentored 45, he didn't hear that. I fell in love with his Tommy Bahama shirts first. But the key there is when I went to his profile, I said, this guy's talking to me? And I was like shocked that Robert Hollis would be talking with me. I have some reputation, but not to that extent. And so the profile made the difference with me understanding who Robert was. And then I went to his Facebook and started reading all the comments, and God, I found out people loved him. And then as we started talking, I fell in love with the guy. So just to let you know how powerful that LinkedIn and Facebook profile really is. It's your what to do statement. It's who you are. And people are going to read it, and if you can get them emotionally connected to it, it's going to be a wonderful thing. So that being said, I'm going to take you online. I'm going to walk you through our school and teach you the programs that really made a difference when I saw them. Now understand this. You can come in for free. Let's get Kevin muted here. Kevin, can you hit the mute button?
Working it.
Here, how about if I do it for you? Okay, can you hear? Okay. Okay. All right. So anyway, he's still there? Okay, I think he's okay now. Oh, there he goes. Okay. So, wow. So anyway, we offer this free program, but then we upgrade to a $15 one that we help people get going with it, where they can actually just bring 3 people in. They get $5 for any upgrades that they offer to the school and refer them to the school, which is pretty nice. But really, when I sit down with people, I ask them, well, what do you really want? How much money do you want to make? And I'm very realistic about telling them how much time they're going to have to commit. And at that point, they want to know, well, I need to make $3,000 a month or $5,000 a month or $10,000 a month. I'm going to ask them, how fast do you want to make it? I just relax. I want to listen to them. I want them to talk to me about what they really want. In fact, I have a profile sheet that Bill and I worked on that really you click on it and says I want to make $1,000 to $3,000, or I want to make $500 a month, or $1,000 to $3,000 a month, or $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, and then and then crush it at $20,000 a week. And then they got to tell us why they want to make the money. Now, when I get that profile, I'm able to review that to find out really where their heart is. Is it a wish list? Is there a reality here? And then understand, I'm going to come back to them. I'm going to say something simply like this. What does it take? Forget you're going to be a millionaire or mentored by millionaires right now. What I want to know from your heart is, what is it going to take you to get the monkey off your back? That's a term I use, and it relaxes them. Okay, tell me about your monkey. I go, oh God, I got one. And they start telling me about the monkey or the debt or the bills or the fact that husband just got laid off or the wife went in the hospital. I hear it all. So what is it going to take to get the monkey off your back? And I hear people break down in tears on this. They just say $500 a month or $1,000 a month. I said, okay, what would it take to replace a full-time income so you didn't have to go to work? And they tell me that. Now I know exactly the picture they're at. If you could snap your fingers and have the perfect world and the perfect calendar, what would it look like? What do it mean to you? I want to get deep with them a little bit because I want to understand them. This is true mentorship, understanding where they're at and how we can solve their problems being a solutions provider. And that's why these chats are so important. Once we find that out, we're going to tell them, well, you need to give us 2 or 3 hours a week. 2 or 3 hours a day, excuse me. Or you're going to have to give us 6 to 8 hours a day, whatever it is for them. So depending on how fast they want to go, and I explained to them, it's going to take, if they don't have any sales experience, it's going to take 50% of their time to learn this in the beginning, even though it's systematic, okay, and it's very smooth. It's still going to take a little time to learn. Now, as they get better in the learning process and go through the learning curve, then they're going to get better. Then it's going to be by 70, maybe 75%. Well, in the beginning, I'd say 75% learning, 25% implementation, but they'll get to a point where it's actually 50-50. So we have to allow for those hours. So in the beginning, if they have no sales experience, you're going to give me 2 hours. 1 hour is going to be implementing. The other hour is going to be learning. So just stay with that for a minute, and when you talk to people and bring them into this and let them know how that really works. So if somebody says, look, Gary, I need to make $3,000 right now. I got to make it right now. I'm really in trouble. I said, great. Then what you need to do is go to the option 2, which is our mentorship program. Well, what's that? Well, you're going to be working with Robert and Bill directly. We're going to do videos with you. We're going to build you capture pages. We're going to create a blog site for you, and we're going to get you out there pretty fast. We're going to give you a plan of action that says you're going to start connecting to 30 people a day, 50 to 60 exposures, and we're going to teach you how to do that. So you've got a lot of work to do. I said, but we'll get you there, but you got to upgrade right now. So you need option 2. So as a mentor, when people are coming to you, understand that you have to turn into what's best for them. And sometimes people don't even know. Am I right, Robert? When they come, they just don't get it. They don't know. So you got to help them by asking these questions and spending time with them. So think about what you want to achieve if you're going to be mentored by multimillionaires. Don't jump to the moon and say, hey, I want to be a millionaire. That'll come. Okay, that'll come. We'll build that vision with you. It takes just as much energy to dream, to dream big as it does small. So we'll get you there, but we got to get you through some hurdles first. All right. With that being said, I'm going to walk you through the school. Let me find my little Google thing here. Of course, when you go through this, I should be able to. How come this? Come on now. There you go. Okay, screen share. Here we go. All right, here we go. Screen share right there. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay. Now I'm going to take this down and I'm going to show you the screen right here. Can you guys see that okay? I don't want to mute everybody. Yep. Yeah, you can. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now the first thing I want to take you through is this. We wanted you to get acquainted with what we call documentation trumps conversation. It's very important to understand that. So I'm going to start right down here at the bottom. Now at the bottom of this, you're going to see a sphere of influence. And this thing really excites me because this documents your activity, but it shows it to you visually. I remember the realtors used to do that in their farms, and I got excited. So this is my business in just a little over 3 weeks already. And I'm kind of like really excited about that. And if you click on this one, I think you can see these are pros. Robert can tell me if not. And if you drag this over, you can see. Now, I just signed up a guy in Ireland today, which I'm very excited about. Okay, let me see if he's showing up here yet. Where are you, my friend? Okay, he hasn't shown on the map yet. Okay. And then if I go down here, I'm going to show you I have a business in Australia, and I have some other people coming in India, and all of a sudden we're going to build a real, this is great, Australia. Hey, wait a minute. Let me get my leads up here. So my influence. Okay, I'll do it. I want to show you this real quick. So we're going to show you an international, especially on LinkedIn, allows you to build an international business, which is really great. And I love to travel. I love international. I love the cultures. You know, I built international businesses before. You have to pick leaders in those areas and understand their culture. So I'm going to teach how to grow a global international business and how we can take this school globally all around the world to all of these people and watch that. So we're going to document your activities throughout the world. I am so excited about that. The other thing is we allow you to put your introduction videos here when you upgrade, and also down here, you don't see it, but Robert and I did an interview video that goes down here in this corner here. So now you're leveraging the experts, you're being mentored by them. How cool is that? And now we're going to have these videos right up here very, very quick. And then Robert speaks. I welcome them, and Robert speaks here, which is cool. So he comes on and he shares his program with us, you know. Okay. And hold on a minute. And then how to use the back office. All of this is right here in a video. It's tutorials. It's so easy. They've just absolutely paved the way. And then Robert says, I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to show you some more shorter videos. And then you have to join the mailing list here, so you can keep in contact with what we're doing and who we are. I mean, it's very, very important here. And then right here, you go into the 90-day training. So when you sign somebody up, we want you to make sure, I'm going to go back to the start page again. We want, before I go into the 90-day training, we want you to make sure that you check off all these boxes so we can watch your progress. So we want to know if you get blocked or stopped. That's why I implemented Monday mornings at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and Bill's been working with me on this. We kind of do it together right now. We have a live personal mentor session which people can ask questions, and they love it. Okay, and we're going to get it this morning. I messed up with Google a little bit, but that's okay. So go through these videos first. Now, when you get into the 90-day training, you click on this one here. What we have you do, and it's so beautiful, as you watch each one of these little videos, you click off. Make sure you follow the blue buttons here, not the pictures. And then you get down here, and we're going to go ahead and we set up a what we call a okay, I call them squeeze pages, but really they're pages in which people are going to enter their name, their email, and their phone numbers. Right now, these capture pages can be sent out very easily to all your social media sites. Now, we do Facebook, Google+, and Twitter. I'm going to get us to put LinkedIn in here too. Okay, but here's the deal. When you send these out to people, when you get through a personal mentorship training like this, and something really, the light goes on and you get excited and you see, oh my God, that's a great gold nugget, all we want you to do is put that out there on social media land, whichever ones you're using, and let people know this is an amazing video. Oh my gosh, I never saw this before. The light went on. This has helped me. And you'll be surprised, without writing a book or a story, how many people are going to click on that. And we recommend that you get 2 of these training videos out to social media every day. Don't overstay. We don't want you to violate any of the social media rules. So 2 a day is very, very kosher. You're not selling anything. You're providing information. I've already sponsored a person off this, doing it already. I mean, it's just that powerful. So now let's go to your tools and training. Tools and training. I love this. You can connect socially here. Look, they even got the old coach's mug on here. How cute is that? And I'm here with these millionaires. I love this. You know, I'm not saying I'm not. I am, actually. But I'm not anywhere close to these 2 guys. But here's my point. I get to leverage who they are. In other words, I became an expert in social media marketing way beyond my wildest dreams when I hooked up with Robert and Bill. So you immediately can brand yourself as a social media expert, being a mentor, a master trainer, okay, that helps small businesses or businesses to get going in every area, especially direct sales. And then look, you got Google Plus right here, Twitter, your Facebook fan page, all just click, click, click. Everything in the system is click. That's why I love it so much. Okay, so now you got your social media. Now look at this. Bill taught us this morning how to put together this blog in seconds. So we can have a complete blog system in seconds, customized to you, with 2-3 years worth of content that you can place on your blog. Now, really, when you get into blogging, did you know that 77% of adults read blogs? That's the truth. So when you drive people to your blog and they opt in for one of Robert's e-books or what we call, an ethical bribe to get their information. How cool is that? That we provide you all the content from multimillionaires. Who's not going to want to read whatever documentation or ebooks or stuff that we put in there? I mean, it's incredible that we could put that up in less than I did it in 3 minutes. Okay, how cool is that? All right, so you got the blog that we can get, and then that comes with the program. Then we come into lead generation. I build these marketing platforms for companies, and oh my gosh, I've never seen anything that's done so well as this. So you can come here to lead generation as an example, and we can click on this, and you can have a contact. I call this a squeeze page, actually, but it's the same thing. But anyway, look at this. You get the leverage off. How many people could actually say that they generate 3,978 double opt-ins in 5 days? Well, because you're part of the team and you're partnering with us, you get to leverage that success. That's what elevates you to be. Look, I became a top MLM coach when my client made $3 million a year, and she was the highest paid woman in the entire networking industry at that time. So I was elevated as a top MLM coach immediately. Well, what this does, it's the principle of elevation. This elevates you immediately, which means you become a person of attraction, not a person of promotion. What a huge difference that makes. So that's why I'm so excited about this. So we can go back here, and you can come down here. And now this one here we designed for a Craigslist ad that we ran. And I want you to listen to this.
Hello, this is Robert Hollis with UnlimitedProfits.com. I got a serious question to ask you. If you're not making $10,000 a month after month, year after year, there's really only 2 reasons. First reason is you don't know what you need to know to make $10,000 a month. Now, see, I used to be a broke auto mechanic, and I knew for a fact that I didn't know how to make over $40,000 a year. So I learned from someone that made $600,000 a year, and I easily made $10,000 a month within my first 60 days. I can show you how to do that too. So if you don't know the knowledge, then guess what? I can help you. I can show you that knowledge, and guess what? You can get enrolled for free, and even by sharing it with others, you can totally replace your income. That's one. The second one is you do know the information, but you just don't know why you won't do it. You get up every day duplicating the same thing over and over. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over, expecting a different result. Why are you stuck? Why won't you do the things that you know you should? Is it fear? Is it you don't know if it'll work or not? Bottom line, I can help you with that mindset. Once you get that mindset going, guess what? You'll have success after success after success after success. Stop going from company to company, product to product, comp plan to comp plan. Figure out how to get unstuck, get the right knowledge. Once you become successful, then you'll be like me. I'm not bragging, but I've hit the top position of every company I've been with, and I can teach you how to do it too. Take care. God bless.
Well, just a couple things, comments. When people watch that video, they feel comfortable with Robert because he's not pitching or selling them. He's saying, look, I've done it. I can help you do it. That's really what he's saying. If you'll trust me, I'll do it with you. And that's all he's really saying. Now, this ad that Bill helped me put together, we did out of the back office. And it is what we call target market specific. Well, what does that mean? If you're not making $20,000 a month, then let's put your skills to work and start making big money now. We will train the right people. What does that mean? Well, this particular Craigslist ad goes out to realtors, salespeople, professionals of that sort. Why? Because the real estate market is softening. I don't know if you guys know it or not, but we're in for a real downturn in our economy. So I believe it. I just interviewed that Robert sent me with Eric Worre and Harry Dent. I read all his books, the Roaring 2000s. It's all saying it's going to happen. So realtors and mortgage people and professions that depend on real estate. Now, here's the crazy thing. The real estate market was down by 8% last month. So it's starting to happen already. So this is why it's very, very important that we really get on our game here and help people out with this stuff. So very, very cool stuff, as you can see this. Okay, so very, very, very good stuff here. All right, now let me go back over here a bit. So these are really, really, really good stuff here. I might have to come on back on if I do this really quick here. I'm afraid to do this. Okay, let me get back on here a minute. This is where I can't get back to my, just stay right there just for a minute. I got to do it right here. mymastertrainer.com. Okay, just hold on a minute. And I think I'm going to be right here. Okay, here we go. Okay, can you guys see the screen okay?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, because I get found up on that. All right, so now we have that 90-day training. So here's something else that we offer in this program that I just absolutely blows my mind, because being a coach, I make these products up too. But you know, Robert gives he can sell a lot of this stuff for $200 to $1,200 a package. I know. I've studied under Jack Canfield, Brian Tracy, all those guys. Look at what he gives you free in this program. I got to ask him when he comes back on if we can offer that as ethical bribes or so. I don't know if we can or not, but he'll let us know. And then we have a tutorial over here how you can use this for personal growth. I think this is just incredible that you would get that in a $99 program where you get 2 people and it's free to you. And then this newsletter, we can customize this newsletter for you guys that you can be part, do your interviews with the top millionaires and coaches and send that out to Facebook and Twitter and Google Hangouts. How powerful is this? Loaded with training and content and your favorite videos on it. I mean, they have done a phenomenal job. That's all part of the package. Twice a month, you can send out that letter. Okay, live events. If you want live events, here you go. Look at this. All the live events are scheduled right here for daily training. You can watch the back events for Thursday night when they do their events to update. I don't miss anything in this. I mean, I've never been so excited before about building anything until I came into Robert and became a partner with Robert and Bill, and I can't even sleep at night now. And I have to take sleeping pills to sleep because I'm so excited about this. Now, here's another thing. I want you to watch this. I understand comp plans. I write them. I review them for my clients. I want you to watch this video just for a minute here, and I want you to see the power of a little bit of effort, because if you compare this to other comp plans, now we're not an MLM, we're an affiliate program, but there's no affiliate program that ever has paid anything out that comes remotely close to this. I can tell you that right now, and I know them all. I know T. Harves, Eckers, I know Tony Robbins, I know them all, and they never pay anything close to this, okay? So watch this video real quick here.
This is Bill. I want to show you a quick commission calculator that you can find in your back office, and it shows you and explains exactly how you get paid. Regular members make $5 per upgrade, no matter how many you have, no matter how many there are. You get $5 straight commission for regulars. What I want to talk to you about is the pro membership.
Got a white screen.
$99 a month.
You got a black screen?
Every pro that you receive in your back office.
A white one. I see a bunny in a blizzard.
You do? Okay, hold on.
$14.95. We pay you.
I don't know why I can't see that. It should have came up. Okay, hold on a minute. Do you see my screen now, Robert?
Yes, see it.
I see it.
Okay. All right. Here's what I'm going to have to tell you then, because I can't get to that one from here. I don't know why I can't, but it's not letting me to get there. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and stop screen share. We're going to come back on, and we're going to chat a little bit, because really you've seen everything on here that you need to see to make a decision whether you want to get involved with this or not. So at this point, let me stop screen sharing, and let me bring it back up here. Hopefully I can do this right. Okay, can you see me okay?
Yep.
Okay, all right. So let's open up the chat box for a minute, because again, this is a fireside chat, and I want to get some comments about, or some questions that you guys may have. And since Robert's here, we're going to use his knowledge here to answer some questions for us. And but anyway, let's start. Any questions at this point about what we're doing and where we're going with this? Everybody's so quiet.
Well, I just want to make a comment, because I started watching some of those free products, Robert, that you guys are offering in the back office. And I mean, Kevin and I are master practitioners of NLP, so we're very well aware of the importance of creating products to sell them. That's how you get lots of, extra income coming in. And I have to say, when I looked through your products last night, I was quite shocked that you guys are willing to give away all of those products. And I'm serious, and I was so impressed with the fact that you're willing to do that for everybody who comes on board as a pro, because those products alone are worth thousands and thousands of dollars, and the value that is built in to those products for anybody who wants to be an entrepreneur, or anyone who wants to create even a second income for themselves outside of their jobs, or in some cases, like I know a couple of people who are on this chat, you know, if they want to pay their way through school. That is one heck of a way to do it with this program, with all of those tools, because those tools are so tremendously helpful for anybody who wants to get somewhere in their lives, whether it's in business, in their own careers, whatever it might be. What you are providing in that back office alone, to me, I think is worth way more than $99 a month.
Well, thank you very much. When I first wanted to learn how to do online marketing, I did it the same way as I did network marketing. I found a mentor that was documented, and I just did everything he did for 7 years. And, you know, that really, you know, it just worked so good for me. So when I seen this online marketing stuff, I ran into these big guys like Jeff Walker and Tony Robbins and all these other people, and they kept saying one thing that was very, very important. They said, you know, and I learned this from Think and Grow Rich, is the person that gives the most makes the most.
It's true.
That's what I kept hearing over and over again. And so I kept hearing that, you know, people will get to know, like, and trust you, you know, and there's this law out there of reciprocity, that if you really take your heart and you go out there and you really try to help people, that they'll turn around and share more. So I'm flipping out a lot of online marketers on right now, because we went to 86,000 affiliates like in a blink of an eye. And they didn't figure out how I did that. So they're asking, well, what do you use to drive traffic? And I go, I'm nothing. I'm not using anything to drive traffic. Well, who's doing your SEO? And I said, I don't even know what that is. And they go, are you doing, you know, pay per click? Are you doing any kind of Facebook advertising? And I go, no. And they go, well, I don't understand how you can get that many affiliates. And I said, it's easy. What I do is I just basically put together a lot of stuff that I know has helped me become successful. And if I give that away all for free, I know that other people are going to get in our system and they're going to give it away for free. And those people are going to give it away for free. And so when I shared this with Gary, I said, my goal, my first little goal, is to get 1 million free users worldwide that we're inspiring, training, and mentoring. Now, if we have over 1 million free people, just by raw numbers of doing this profession for 27 years, we're going to have 100,000 people that are going to get a check from our company.
That's right.
And out of those 100,000 people, you know, we're going to have 10,000 people that are going to be making pretty close to $1 million a year. And so I don't know who else has done that. And so I thought, you know, I'll just go out there and allow people to do, and I've never heard your phrase before, Gary, where, would you call it an ethical bribe?
Yeah.
I've never heard that. But I had one guy that is young. He's a college kid, too. And when he caught on to it, his name is Aaron Rickers, and he just recently did an interview with me. And he really, I call it a pop. It's a point of passion, a place of passion, where all of a sudden he mentally said, wow, this information has helped me so much. I've learned more in your 90-day training than I did 4 years of college. And it's because, you know, Ava, that we're teaching communications, we're teaching people skills, and you know, instead of just analytical skills. And so he said, everyone needs this, and by you telling me this, I can go out there and just share it with as many people as I can, as fast as I can, and some people will see the advantages of making money for it. And I said, absolutely. And so, you know, I just thought, instead of being competitive with the rest of the world, I would just, the rest of the online people, I just thought the best way to lead by example, not compete against them, is just to outgive them. So if everybody goes, wow, I bought like 12 hours worth of training from this guy for $4,000, and I can get 200 trainings with unlimited profits, you know, and Ava and Gary and everyone's over there giving away more training than the other companies have even produced. And so, you know, I think that's the way to go. So thank you very much for the compliment, and nice meeting you on the webinar here.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting because my husband and I have given so much away, and we just kept holding on and going, you know what, it's okay, because someday, because of that law of reciprocity, it's gonna come back, right? It's gonna come back, and you know what, it doesn't even matter, because we just love giving so much, and we're having so much fun doing it, that we really don't care. We just keep on doing it.
And this allows us, Ava, to be able to go out there and all together. The more you get to know me, you'll see I just talk exactly the way I feel. But my whole goal is to, you know, every time we told Gary that we were going to do something for him and do something for him and do something for him, in his mind he kept saying, you know, well, where's the catch? You know, something's going to happen. You know, they're going to give me all this, and then when I like it, they're going to take it away from me or do something. And I just told him no. I said, my whole goal is I want to help you be the brand. I want to edify you. I want to promote you. I want to make your brand. And I know that was one of the first questions that you asked. And I'm like, I not only want to help you produce stuff that you know has not only already helped people, but to help a lot more. So as we go to 80,000, 100,000, 400,000, a million customers, now we got someone like you that comes in that has a heart for people. You and your husband produce a product, and now guess what? It's immediately showing to 80,000, 300,000, a million people. And so, you know, it's neat because we all know this. I just want to get rid of the competitive side of this. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, everybody looks at me like Gary says, I'm sort of giggle, because I just wanted to build it and then go out and get in the market. So I have people hit me up all the time. I can help you with your social media. That's what they tell me. And I go, well, great, look at my fan page. And they're like, you've gotten 800 new likes in the last 3 weeks. What are you doing? You got over 200,000 people. I'm going, oh, I'm just giving a bunch of stuff away. And so by doing that, I've really spoken on some big stages in the last couple of years. So now, you know, more you give, just like you know, with me, you know, now all of a sudden it's like, you know, Eric Worre and Ray Higdon and Jonathan Budd, all these people now are reaching out to me because they want access to how fast my network is building. You know what I mean? And so it's like, yeah, sure, I'll help you. You know, we'll help each other. So it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Well, I'll tell you, our whole philosophy when we created something what we call the Mind Vault Network was actually to create a community of entrepreneurs who are socially conscious and who have the heart to want to help each other and everyone else. And so for me, that's just totally in alignment with what we want to do.
Well, thank you for praying for my existence.
Yeah, for sure, because I've had my own business for the last 12 years in particular as a holistic health practitioner. And the thing that I found the hardest about that industry is there's a lot of competition. And I would often put my hand out to people and say, let's work together, you know, let's cross-refer and let's complement one another with the different therapies that we do. And, you know, because I am always thinking about how you can do what's for the higher good of the client. And it didn't often get reciprocated, and it's for that fear of losing a client. If they do that.
The hard paradigm. It's really a hard paradigm. I've done, you know, so many interviews for people that don't even have a network yet. And my whole philosophy is, wow, you know, if I do an interview with you and now you share that with your network, they're going to go, what did Ava do to get an interview with this guy.
Yeah.
So it immediately picks up your credibility because they think, wow, I've been underestimating her. I didn't really know that she had something of value, because why would someone that's worth this much money want to do an interview with her? Well, if they just knew both of our hearts, we didn't want to look at each other's financial backgrounds before we made that decision to help each other. But in their mind, there has to be, there's got to be something that you're doing that's worth a lot of money for you. And I just thought that's crazy. That's just total crazy. And so I love doing interviews with people that don't have a network, because then they mentally do what? They go out and promote that video like crazy.
Absolutely.
They won't promote themselves, but if I'm doing an interview with them, they'll promote it to everybody in the world. And they're going, look who I'm working with. Check this out.
That's true, Robert. That's very true. They won't promote it, but with you on it, they're going to promote it to everybody.
Yeah. And so, I know that as we bring on other people, and even some of the young people you have on the webinar tonight, they don't realize how fast they can make things happen in our time right now. People are becoming wealthy beyond their wildest means faster than any time in history. And all they need to do is step out of the influence of what the world's telling them and step into the world where, the universe is moving extremely fast right now. So you not only have these kids, and I call them kids, anybody under 30, they're not only becoming, like Bill Gates. It took him 26 years to become a billionaire. Now we have kids that are creating billionaire status on the internet in less than 5 years. And what's crazy is they're beating each other's records. So the youngest billionaire now, I think, was 19 years old in 4 months. And so, you start hanging around people like that, and the guys of Yahoo, they both made $800 million each in 18 months. But yet the rest of the world is going, the economy's bad. Yeah, it is if you're an old thinker. But I'll share one more thing with you, the social entrepreneurship that you're talking about. You look at Tom's shoes. There's young kids out there that goes, you know what? I'm going to sell a pair of shoes, and for every shoes I give away, I'm going to give another pair of shoes to young kids. And they're changing customer service. And every kid that's out of college in the computer sciences wants to work for Google, because they have an open bar at Google. It's like you check in and check out when you want to. You get an assignment, and you work with a group, and when the group wants to work, you work. And it's all this new kind of thinking that's really incredible. But I always laugh with traditional thinkers, because when you sit down and think about the guys that started Google, and they sat down and said, here's the deal. We want to build the largest search engine and allow people to search for anything that they need at any time they want. Oh, what a great idea. How much are you going to charge per subscriber? We thought we'd give it away. We thought it would be free. That doesn't sound like it's going to make money. No, listen. If you give allow enough people for free to use the service, then they're going to have a lot of eyeballs. And then what we're going to do is, to the traditional thinkers, we're going to charge them money to get to our eyeballs. But we got to give away something for free. And everybody went, you guys are out of your mind. And if you look at everything right now, what does it cost you to upload a YouTube video?
Right.
What does it cost us to do this Google Hangout, this Fireside?
Free.
Free. Twitter's free. Facebook's free.
And it's cool.
So if you hang around a bunch of traditional thinkers, they're all saying, well, wait a minute, Robert. I looked at your 90-day training. You should be charging $4 grand for that. Why are you giving it away?
Mm-hmm.
Because I believe in another way of thinking. I believe in social entrepreneurship. I want to make a big, huge difference in this world, and I believe that a lot of people will help me.
Well, I'll tell you, I talked to my friend today who's also, we're in the same network marketing company, and he told me that he bought a $4,000 sales program, which I'm sure is very good. It's Jordan Belfort, the guy they did the movie about. Yeah, and he said he spent $4 grand on it. I said, oh, well, I just joined some multi-million-dollar producers, and it cost me $99 a month, and I'm going to make money off it. And he went, well, that's great too. Awesome.
Great too. That's all he could say.
And I don't want to feel bad for the guy that paid $4,000, but
Yeah, right.
I don't think that probably within hours of or days of him coming in for $4,000, Jordan got on a webinar with him.
No.
No,
Really true.
very inaccessible, I'm sure.
Like, you want to leave your personal coaching and your $20,000-$30,000 programs, you know, at an island for those individuals. And I'm going like, it's just not me. It's just not me. Everybody that tells me I should charge more, I'm like, if I hit my goal, I hit my goal. My goal is to give away 1 million memberships. It's not to have a paid 1 million memberships. When is that going to happen? When we have 10 million free members.
Yeah. You know, it's so true. And, you know, that's what I've actually said. I said it to my daughter, who actually joined tonight. She's actually going to start doing this business, too. I'm very impressed.
Oh,
But
congratulations.
I said to my husband, and I said to my friend, too, a business partner, I said, you know, a lot of times you see these guys and they talk the talk, but they're totally unreachable, or they're too good for you.
Yes.
I won't name any names, but I've been in companies with these top guys in the world who are sell books, you know, and they talk about how great they are and how, oh, you want to be up here with me, but you know what, when it comes right down to it, when you approach them and reach your hand up to them and ask for help, they'd ignore you.
Yeah.
And so honestly, Robert, today when you reached out to me on Facebook, I was like a little giddy kid because I said, that is the way leadership is really supposed to be.
Thank you.
Access them.
Even when I got the link, what you gave me the link to this, I was eating with my family, and I got the link to this like 2 minutes before you guys did it. And here was my mantra that I'll give everybody, is there's two of them. One is successful people do what unsuccessful people don't. And the other one, which is more important to me, and it almost chokes me up all the time, is how would you like to be treated?
Exactly.
How would you like to be treated? So you reached out saying, you know, maybe this is a shot in the dark, but Robert, here's a fireside. I'm going to invite some important people on the web fireside chat with Gary. You know, I want them to see this. You know, here, maybe you can get on. And I immediately ran downstairs and ran into my office and jumped on here because that's what I want. That's what I would want someone to do for me. And for Ava, you and all the young people that are on this and other people that are on this, I would just ask you not to forget this time. Just don't forget this time. My goal is to make this so excuseless for you that if you don't take advantage of it, you'll never be able to say for the rest of your life that you never had a chance. You'll never be able to say, oh man, I wish I got to work with some people that knew what they're doing. I wish I would have someone hold me by the hand and show me how to be successful. We took that excuse away from you today. Whether I disappeared off the planet, the little time that I've got to work with Gary, I mean, my God, I can't imagine being a young person trying to figure out how to make it in this world and being mentored by someone like Gary. I know that I'm going to get to know Ava more, but just watching, you know, your guys' you and your husband and your heart in your video is, you know, there's no way you get paid to give that kind of information to the world. The only reason that you're doing it is because you love people and you want to educate them and you want them to have a better life. That's the kind of people I want to hang around. And so you young guys, as your young people that you're listening this to, is I want to take your excuses away. You know, get back with Ava. You get in for free. I don't know how much freer we can make it. And you're hearing about all the value that's inside of there, which is really hundreds of thousands of dollars of information. And we want to show you how to do it. We want to show you how to make a difference in your life and how by sharing that with other people that we do live in a good time and a great world. if you do things correctly. And, you know, me going to work for somebody that their whole #1 job is to find out how they can kill their competitors, we're just on a different awareness today. You know, the reason that people are being paid no money and why college kids got this large debt and they're out there competing for jobs is because they're stepping into that competitive awareness.
Exactly.
The reason that no one's getting any raises is because the big guys have figured out that there's too many people looking for the same job and they don't have to pay people any money.
People are desperate.
So it's all around the old scenario, supply and demand. And
you know
right
what
now,
I think about this? You know what I think about this? And this is just what came to me when you were talking, and I think that we're gonna have this kind of relationship, you and I. You're gonna be talking, and I'm gonna get this great influx of awesome ideas. but yeah, I can believe it, Gary. But
that's why I can't sleep. Go ahead.
What comes to me is that people can do this for a time to go and fund their dreams forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
That's a great way to put it, too.
They can put the time in at the front end to build a great foundation, get that residual income coming in, and then they can fund their dreams and live their passions.
Absolutely. I tell people it doesn't make a difference if you're an actor or an actress, if you're a singer, a book writer, a poet. It doesn't make a difference what your dream and passion is. If you can't figure out how to get your passion and your vision to the masses, you're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you just get people to understand, because they say the best books, the best movies, the best songs in the world, the best actors in the world are unknown because of their inability of being able to market themselves.
Mm-hmm.
What we're teaching you is how to build a following of people that are always going to love you because you took the time to share with them a way to be able to become better people and become more, to give more. And as you build this group of people that are always going to remember to know, like, and trust you when you write a book, not if, you know, when you want to do a song, when you want to, you know, finance a movie. You know, the things that we can do is changing so fast when you hear about Jumpstarter, you know, and Kickstarter and all these things. I want to build a mass community where if someone all of a sudden says, hey, listen, I want to do a movie, guess what? All of us can say, I'm in. I'll take a part of that. You know what I mean? And we don't have to go into any banks. We don't have to go to any publishers. We don't have to do anything. We just lean on our community and constantly make each other's dreams come true.
I think it's amazing, Robert, that you're tapping into something at a higher level here, because Alexandria, my daughter who's on this, and also Logan, who actually just had to leave, but they're both into acting. They're both into music. Logan is in the television broadcasting program, so he's going to need to brand himself so that he can get those jobs. Alexandria wants to do modeling and acting. She needs to be able to brand herself. And so I'm really glad that you made that point, that this is really about people being able to brand themselves.
Yes.
Listen, I've got to make a comment, Robert, because we're running out of time.
Oh, I got one quick thing to say.
Go ahead.
If you think of Ariana Huffington,
Okay.
comes to our country, and she's a little polarizing, but you know, no one knows her for anything other than her accent, her polarizing comments, and her selling her blog for $18 million.
Jeez.
Wow.
Okay, so all she was opinionated and posted what she believed on a blog, and she posted other people's stuff on the blog. And she got such a large following of people that wanted to find out what she thought about something that a major corporation bought it, and instant millionaire because of a following. I never thought that I'd ever watch TV and they go, well, we got best-selling author so-and-so, and we got actor Tom Hanks, and we also have Gary that's a blogger. Hey, Gary, how you doing? How you doing? It's like, because they want Gary on the show because he's got millions of people following him on his blog. He's got a bigger connection than somebody. So Gary, I apologize for going on.
That's great. I wanted to wrap it up real quick by asking you guys some feedback here. So let's start, Robert, real quick. What was your feedback? How did you feel about this fireside chat, this methodology of bringing people together so they can have their questions answered? How did you feel about it? This was our first one.
I love it. I really believe that people just coming from their heart and whatever concerns or questions that they have, that they can just ask it. We can just come from the heart and say it. I think this was another incredibly great idea. I want to really thank Ava for coming up with it.
I came up with it. That's okay.
I'm kidding, Gary. I'm kidding.
That's all right. Listen, Ava, what's your feedback on it, if you don't mind?
Oh, I love this. I love to talk. I love to be in a co-creative space with other co-creators, and so for me, this is just totally up my alley. It's like a heartfelt brainstorming session.
Great. All right. Well, listen, what I'm going to recommend is what we call the wow factor, and so this has been recorded. We actually can use this recording. This is our first. This is a historical moment in our industry, in our company, and everything. Because believe it or not, this really is, right, Robert Dave? This is the first time we've ever done it. So we're going to use this. I mean, I'm sure that we're going to present this to companies, to a lot of top producers out there, that we're really going to create. We're going to go way beyond blitzing with this. This is just absolutely going to explode. I can feel it and I can see it. So I want to thank you guys so much for allowing us to do it. Robert, what a treat that was. I didn't know you were coming on, so thank you for stopping by. And God bless all of you very much. Let's go out and comment. Send this out and get the comments on the event page where you can make your comments, and also on the YouTube channel that we have. And we'll see a lot of people that we can send this to, and we're going to make a difference in their lives. Okay. God bless you guys.
God bless everyone. Good night.
This company, you guys. This is exciting. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. We love you. God bless.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.